Hello folks. Now I'm going to record a little series of stories on farm accidents and mishaps. Now we've all had mishaps in the farm, some much more serious than others, and that's the ones I'm going to record and show to you. I was up in hospital visiting a friend there who had an accident and he's been in for months, and I said to him, could we record this story? So he says, go ahead. So now on my rounds around the countryside as I travel, I've spoken to different other farmers and several of them are going to do their story as well. And I've entitled this little series of stories, Do You Believe in Miracles? Now when you see these stories and the pictures, you will realize exactly what I mean. So I've been putting this week's story together, and goodness, I've had a bit of a pit in my stomach all week with looking at the photographs and thinking what the outcome could have been. But there you are, and I'm not going to hold you up anymore. I'm introducing you to Oliver here, and he's going to tell you his story. So off we go. Fasten your seatbelt.
Oliver Kelly, I'm a dairy farmer just outside Portaferry. We were slurring all the ground at home, everything went 100%. Just to come round a bit of rennet ground just around here at the shorefront, and things didn't go according to plan. Slurred it every other year, no bar, up and down, just whatever way it had to be done to get the job done. This day, the tractor just didn't do what I wanted her to do, and she let me down, and things just went horribly wrong. Come in off the shore road into the field here, tried to take a bit of the weight over just coming up along the ditch. But the idea is to get her up to the top of that hill. My aim was to get her to the top and work my way down, but whenever I got to halfway up this stage, the tractor, she said no, she wasn't for having it. So what I done, I set her back just out of curiosity and just started bringing her across, and after that, that's when the thing happened. The accident that happened on that Friday happened in the field down below here. It's just whenever I went to turn her to go across, the idea what happened is the tanker slipped round, rolled the first time. The second time she threw the tractor straight up and down. The third time it landed her clean under her roof, bringing the cab down in the top of me. Yeah, so I come across this bit here, and just at this point here, I just happened to look around and I seen the back wheel of the tanker lifting. And whenever I thought to myself, what do I do? And before I got anything else to do, whenever I looked, she was on her side. And after that, once she went on that one side, she didn't stop at that. She went the next time, threw the tractor straight up, the drawbar of the tanker straight up. The tractor she just nearly put me up through the roof of her, hit my head off the roof. The third time to the right, she put her clean on the cab, crushed the cab down in on top of me here. As this was happening, she was crushing me down, as the cab was crushing down in on top of me along just my waistline here. And I was thinking to myself, how was I going to get out? And I wiggled and wiggled. There's a wee bit down at the bottom corner of the door. I wiggled myself out, and with adrenaline, I ran away down the hill here. And when I looked back, I seen the four tires of the tractor turning over. The slurry was still going out the back, and I ran back and I reached into the opposite side of the tractor, the exhaust side, and I turned the tractor off, and I said to myself, what have I done? The model of that tractor on the day was a 6485. She was 185 horsepower. She boosted out to around the 200 horsepower. She was capable of doing this no bar in the right weather conditions and the right mind, if you put your mind to it. But that day, all was left in the cab was the back window, because the back window was open. The back window was open like that. She was upside down. The back window was open. There was the only pane of glass that was left in the cab. And whenever I rung, my father, he was away up registering calves. The wife, which therefore we were literally married at that stage, she was away doing a wee errand for me in Kirkcudbright. And I tried to ring my father, Daddy, but Daddy he wouldn't answer the phone because he was driving the Jeep that day. But I got Ursa come on, and then I rang my uncle Peter Kelly, and they come to rescue me. And he got another uncle of mine, Peter Bell, as well, and a few neighbours, James Stewart, and whoever else helped me out that day. But they got the tractor gathered up for us, and the wife, she took me up till A&E to get me checked out. And thanks to that day, whenever I went up there was no bones broken in my body. That day, that tractor was a write-off, and the day the insurance runs came to pick her up, I kept the side panels off, the 6485 side panels. I kept both sides, and this day I happened to ring up Murphy's or Wexford for parts for another tractor in the yard, and I just happened to scroll up their website and happened to recognise this tractor with no panels on her. And I said to myself, that looks fair like my tractor. And I said to the fella in Murphy's that that tractor you have on your website looks to be as if it's mine. And he said, that tractor couldn't be yours. He said, that tractor came out of co-parts as a write-off. And the fella in Murphy's turned around and said, I take it the fella's driving that tractor's dead. I said, he's not dead yet. I said, because you're talking to him. And I'll not say what he said after that.
Now there you go, folks. Do you believe in miracles? Now, to finish off on a lighter note, on my way home I got the Wilson boys' new combine working just at dark. Here we go. This is a flex header on this combine, and she will follow the contours of the ground, up in the middle, up at the sides, just whatever, and she's skinning the ground there very nicely. The crows have been on this bit here and flattened a lot of it, and it's a headache trying to get it lifted, but it's doing an amazing job.